Evening, guys. Sorry we're a little bit late tonight. I've been just dealing with some comments. Oh dear, you. I've managed to offend and upset some poor soul out there. Bless him. If he was here, I'd give him a hug and make him feel better. You all saw the short. Yeah, I'm wishing the England team well. Had a bit of a joke about every time I've watched them in the past they've lost. So it must be my fault. Must be a Jonah and all that. Oh no. Managed to call me Muppet and Bellend all in one sentence. God. I'm bleeding, guys. Yeah. Bleeding. Might need help.
He's obviously taking it to heart.
I'm suffering. Look, I wish the England team well. I would love for us to win. Okay?
Anyway.
I'd love for us to win. But
anyway. Hello, John.
That's
Elusive. Phil. Lee Michael.
While you're saying hello, shall I get the drinks? You wanted something sophisticated tonight, didn't you?
Well, I was going to do my... But, yeah.
Yeah. You carry on with that. I'll get drinks. No, I'll get the drinks. Yeah.
Good evening, kitten. How you feeling? Hi, Silver. I don't watch it. Just don't watch it.
How's that one? Let me know if it's too strong, too weak.
Oh, tiny bit more of the old gin. Thank you.
Yeah, I should just put my cup of tea.
Yeah.
I should put my cup of tea and my biscuits.
Cup of tea?
My cup of tea?
Cup of tea.
Yeah, my cup of tea and biscuits. I should put those down there. A little bit more gin, yes?
Yes, please. Hello, little dog. Here you go. Thank you. I have the bottles there.
Okay. And would you like to show everybody what you're drinking this evening?
This evening, seeing as how we are at, well, he's at 1,500 subscribers, I am going to open my gin. This is a present from the Tommy and his wife. Good old Isle of Wight mermaid gin. And look at those lovely scales. Yeah. So tonight I'm having it with lime and mint, fresh from the fridge.
I'm having a cup of tea to start off with. Drunk as always, as an English gentleman. With a biscuit. And because it's the evening, as you all know the rules, okay, through the day, it should be hobnobs. But once you come into the evening, it should either be a rich tea or a malted milk.
Sailors, Navy rum.
Or, I don't know with it, Navy rum. So,
I thought I should treat myself to a bit of gin tonight.
Do you know, it tastes even better out of this cup. I don't know why.
Yes.
It's an improvement on normal tea. I can't make out what makes the tea taste
nice
better.
cupper, isn't it?
Yeah, so you've all seen the cup, right?
Good evening, OJ.
So, tell you how the cup came about. No, I'm not doing
Hey up, Betty.
Not doing merch. Not the minute, anyhow. But I keep getting asked, you're out and about. You mentioned your channel, but I'll give us the details. So, Kaz,
hi, CJ.
Get me some cards made up through Vistaprint, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Through Vistaprint. While they were there, they're doing an offer, so you could have a cup printed up with your logo. So I've had one done just to see what it would look like. I think if I did these myself, I'd like a green cup with the logo on it. Just
yeah, I don't know. Yeah, maybe.
What I might do is get some. They do some transfers that you can put on cups and that.
I have got some key rings coming with the logo. I'm having a bit of difficulty with the patches, but I think I might have sorted some out. So it might be a case of I'm going to get 25 just to try them out. What I don't want is them to be too expensive for people to buy.
Yeah, it's a bit much. Right, guys, I'm taking... in fact, I'm going to have to leave one in. I'm going to take my hearing aids out, apart from one, because I get a little bit of a whistle, because we've got a fan going on up here.
There's the card, and look, it's even got the email.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm always getting asked, have you got a card? So I've got some cards made. And I've even got myself a bumper sticker to go on my car. So if any of you ever see a little black Honda CRV, if it's got that on the rear bumper, it's a tote.
You're welcome, Benny. I'm glad you're the little girl. I've actually got one of those bears. I got a little brown one. Yeah. And I took it to the Isle of Wight with us, didn't I?
Yeah, absolutely lovely.
And Chris's daughter's got one too.
Yeah.
So we've all got a bear. Thank you, Stealth. Stealth, congratulating you on 1,500.
Yes, Stealth, thank you for that.
We've Benny as well with his 750.
Yeah, Benny's catching me out. I'm going to have to start moving, aren't I? He's only 750 behind me. I'm going to have to start moving quickly. Jinking. Right, so...
I like your whistle sticks. Can you make me one, please?
Right, sticks. Okay, no, right, so if any of you haven't subscribed to Sticks, do so. Okay, so Sticks Outdoors Bushcraft. Now, this guy has been super supportive to me, right? He's given me a hand with a couple of things. He's helped me along. So I will say to any of you, if you're not already subscribed to him, yeah, do so. And anybody that's watching us on Catch Up, again, subscribe to him. He's a good lad, right? And he's got a brilliant channel. But what he's been doing lately, he's been concentrating on another project to help me and a couple of others out, to the detriment of himself. So he's putting other people first. So yeah, drive over there, show him some love. Absolutely fantastic guy. Right, hellos and welcome. I've written some notes tonight because I know the football's on and I know I'm going to get distracted. And guys, anybody there that's got it going on in the background.
Good evening, Kiwi.
If anything interesting starts happening, let us know the scores and that. It'll be much obliged. Not that I'm a major football fan, because I'm not. I'm a rugby fan myself.
I don't do football.
I like sports where limbs get torn off. That's.
I don't like the whole rolling around screaming
Crying
with a little stub toe. It's.
Anyhow, I hope the weather's good wherever you are. At the moment in the UK, we're in a bit of the doldrums. It is a little bit. However, they are saying by the end of the month we're going to be up to 30 degrees.
Woo!
So it's going to be a bit scorcher. So yeah, got to be thinking about that. And again, to everybody, thank you for all the comments, likes, and support over the last year. It's been absolutely amazing. I cannot tell you how it actually makes you feel as somebody making videos and that, and somebody who, when you first got into it, had no confidence whatsoever. Okay, I know my skills, but I've never presented like that. And you know, there's a lot of very, very big, good channels out there, and I was looking at them and going, I can't do that.
Good evening, Gary.
Yeah.
Oh, of course, your son's away on his. You went away for his camp, didn't he?
Yeah.
Bushcraft camp.
And again, likewise, please.
Thank you, Lee. That's very kind of you.
Show some love, support to all the other channels that join us on here. And you guys with channels, do me a favour. In the comments, sling up under your name, sling up @ and your channel name, so that anybody watching this at a later date or anybody watching this tonight can suddenly go, oh, I haven't had a look at him. I better go over and have a look at him. Better subscribe. So you guys do that. Saves me having to write a list of 300, because several people did get hold of me after last week and go, well, you didn't mention me.
If you
been sat here for an hour writing that list out.
Yeah.
It's yeah. So
it's not done deliberately. It's just that
because making videos and especially when you're just starting out, it's a lot of hard work to think of what you're going to do, go out, film it, edit it, upload it. It's a lot of worry, it's a lot of concern, it takes a lot of effort, and it takes a toll on the person doing it as well as their family, because their family have got to allow them the time to do it, the concentration, the effing and blinding when it's not going right when you're editing. So again, there we go. So I got asked, how long have I been going? What's it taken to get where I am? Well, I can tell you now. I did a bit of quick looking back through my channel. So we started in October of 22. Okay, so we've been going for 22 months. We've made 168,000. Oh no, sorry. We have had 168,229 views when I was checking that, and we have made 410 videos. So yeah, it takes time, it takes effort.
And one of them is me.
Yeah, and one of those is Kaz. So it does take a lot of effort and a lot of doing. So again, yeah, show your love and support to anybody out there that's got a channel. They all deserve it, and they all deserve a pat on the back.
Gary's just asking, with the dye that you used, would it work on Don's pouches?
I don't know, because they're fully synthetic, aren't they?
Yeah, but it said not on. When we got
that's a 50-50 cotton synthetic, hence it's given the faded look. If it's a fully synthetic, if the pouches are fully nylon, you're going to need a synthetic dye.
Hi, Kiora.
They are out there on Web and Amazon and all the rest of it, because what I was originally looking at was a fully synthetic dye for doing the smock with.
Good evening, Ray.
However, when I did my research, they said if it's got cotton in it and I use a fully synthetic dye, because they're so powerful, that would have come out pitch black. You wouldn't have seen the camo effect, which is what I wanted. And I don't think you can see it that well over there, but yeah, it's I mean,
for the sake of, if you get the cold water dye that you put in a bucket, it's about £5. Yeah. The washing machine one was £8. Yeah. I think it's £8.70. So I mean,
I'll show you.
It's worth a go.
Right.
That's the difference.
That's the comparison. Okay, so what I like about it, it's not black; it's almost like green, where it's taken into it. Yeah. And the cotton, the stitching, because that's fully synthetic, hasn't taken any dye at all. So it's
because you've got the inner parts of that, haven't you? With the Velcro bits are all stayed light.
All the synthetic bits like that.
It's Dylon is the company. They are the best ones for
all the Velcro stay brown. But yeah,
the dyes.
Dead chuffed. I think that looks pretty cool.
What size is that?
What size is it?
Yeah.
Right.
Hello, Hamo from Mid Wales. Welcome.
That one there is a 170 by 96, which fits me exactly. It's what I'm going to use for the summer wear, or if I'm upwards training.
Yeah, we bought I got a Dylon from Amazon. That's the very black one. You can get different shades of black, and we did it in the washing machine, 40 degrees, and then you put it on the wash to wash the machine out and to fix it.
Right, 48-inch chest for me. Okay, a little bit more around the middle, so it's a 170. Fits me. That's by 112. Makes it a fraction longer than that one. So 170.
So you see the pockets, the inner pockets have stayed. But it's funny enough that you've got some camo trousers, and they're almost exactly the same.
Yeah. So again, it's one of these things.
Oh, thank you very much. Appreciate that, Howard.
I think the new smock, is a better design than any of the old smocks. The way it's cut, the way it's designed, the warmer pocket, the built-in hood, the angle of the pockets, like on the sleeves and that. I think it's a better design. I wish we had had that in my day.
Yeah, that's right, Kitten. It does. It's not so much in your face, and because we're near to an army town,
I don't want to be walking around looking. I mean, we see it all the time here, don't we? There's a couple of characters, name of Walter, that live within the area. Insignias on the wrong sleeves, and parachuting into Bagra, and things like that.
And the washing machine survived. I mean, when we first opened the door, oh my God, it was all in the inside of the rubber, but just put it on normal hot wash afterwards, and it sealed it, and
it sorted out, didn't damage the machine. And I've got to admit, when I first opened the machine, because you do it in 2 stages, so you do the initial wash with the dye at 40 degrees or cotton setting, so you do that, and then it tells you to wash it normally at the same temperature. So do another wash, 40 degrees, but with detergent, and that's what helps to lock the dye in place. But after that first one, I sort of opened the machine up, took the jacket out, looked at it, and went, Jesus, Caroline's gonna bloody kill me. Look at the cover of
Yeah,
this.
there's all black,
Everything.
really black.
I had a moment there where I was like, how much is a new washing machine? But yeah, that second wash with detergent, and I also then put it on a really hot wash with just an old towel in it afterwards to give it a rinse out, just to make doubly sure. And yeah, no issues at all.
Good evening, veteran ways and random days, and also observation post Charlie.
Hi, observation post Charlie.
All the way from America.
Yeah, welcome to the live stream. How you doing, brother? I hope you're good. Veteran ways and random days. Yeah, same to you. I hope you guys are good. So we're just chatting about dyeing smocks and things at the moment, which I basically dyed one of the British issue smocks just to see if I could make it look a little bit
pockets. Okay, yeah.
Full on.
I should have known that when you said that you've been having a snooze with the doggo. I mean, your eyes like that. They put the old fairy dust on you. You go, that's it, it's gone.
There we go. So, oh no, I committed a cardinal sin.
What?
I dipped my biscuit and put it down. I know better than that.
Yeah, and he has got. Hey, he's got his own mug.
Yeah, so I might at a later date. I don't think I'm going to be doing mugs because shipping mugs around is a nightmare. However, what I am looking at the moment, I'm looking at a company that does that logo like that.
Yeah, I'm going to be looking into getting one of the mugs.
As a clear sticker style transfer that you could then put on your own mug, or you could stick it on a window, or you could go and stick it on your neighbour's rear window of their car just to.
Observation Process has completed a 7-mile rucksack through the woods in the storm.
Oh, awesome. And I'll tell you what, you've got back from that, and I bet you were sitting there. I bet doing it is one of those where you're like, why am I doing this? But afterwards, when you get back, you get that moment where you sit there and you go,
like I said, I've
old dog's still got it in him.
At the moment, I've got coming some key rings. They're quite nice looking. So we'll be having those. And I'm trying to sort out some patches at the moment.
Benny, actually, mate, I'll tell you what.
Yeah, he's got a car sticker as well.
That's enough showing that off. That's with my teeth. Benny, you're just the man. Give me just the excuse I need.
I should write that down, pockets, because I'm bound to remember. So I like the name actually.
So I'm going to have myself a mead, a celebratory mead, nectar of the gods, made by bumblebees. Nothing like a bit of honey mead.
And I'm on the
gin,
Isle of Wight gin, mermaid gin. As you can see with the mermaid scales, I love it. I've already got it's the second bottle. I got that. I just haven't got the heart to throw them away because they're such beautiful bottles, and they were both from the Tommy.
So I'm on the mead. The mead is 11.5% alcohol. Okay, so it's not a spirit. Although I'm drinking it from a spirit glass and it may look like a spirit. No, I'm not. I'm not necking something like whiskey. I'm not that daft. But yeah, sláinte to everybody out there.
Yeah, not just for breakfast, definitely, John. I've been looking at that bottle of gin for weeks.
Yeah, and then getting back to what I was saying in the beginning. Yeah, so the channel 1500. Okay, it's taken us a while to get here. I've had doubts at times, but it's the support of you guys that have kept me going. I've tried changing different ideas, and I've had periods where the numbers haven't changed, and I've sat there and gone, oh, what am I doing wrong? What am I doing wrong? I can't figure it out. But I kept going. I tried a couple of different styles and formats, but I've stuck loyal to myself. What you see is what you get. There's no clickbait. There's no moves out and things like that. Don't do that. And I stay true to my own core beliefs.
Thank you.
The basics of my belief system. Now everybody's different, so the basics of my belief. I've got several core tenets within my system, and I've had these most of my life. Okay, beaten into me as a child, you could say. Okay, so firstly, don't judge others lest you be judged yourself. Respect all others' beliefs, opinions, and ideas. That's the foundation of my system. Treat all others as you wish to be treated yourself. That's the second part of my system. Be your own man. Okay? Be your own man. Don't be led by others or by popular opinions. Find out for yourself. Make your own opinions. And stick to them, even if it's not always the popular opinion. If it's what you believe, it's what you believe. Okay? Be honest and truthful. If I can't answer a question, I'll admit it. Then I'll go do the research. I'll learn what the correct answer is, and then I'll apply it. Okay? And that's that's what I do. That's my core system of beliefs. That's how I work my life, and it's worked for me with the channel. It's allowed me to do the things that I want to do. It's allowed me to push forward. It's allowed the channel to grow. Maybe not as fast as some, but I'm not too worried about that. It's a steady increase, and the majority of guys that join us stick with us. Now, another part of my belief system is help all others. Okay, I've always believed that as you climb the tree of life, you should always, if possible, reach down and help somebody up onto that next branch. Okay? If you can't support others, nobody's going to support you. And it's a simple thing. Hence, with the live, it's something I'm able to do in actually introducing new channels, supporting those channels, introducing them to my subscribers, my viewers, and hopefully that helps them grow their channels. I mean, we got new guys with us tonight. Got Observation Post Charlie.
Do you have a channel? If you do,
he does. He does. Observation Post Charlie. That's how I found him, and yeah, absolutely brilliant guy. Love him. It's great stuff. So again, that's how we in this community we help one another. Okay, that's my foundation of the community. Well, the community. I didn't build the community.
Sorry.
I started a live stream. People joined it. Somebody one night called it a community, and I liked that idea. And I said,
it's a bit like a pub. Everyone has a cup of tea.
Yeah.
A beer.
Not everybody's a drinker. Not it's not a case of we're all sitting there getting blasted. We're sitting there joining up one another. It's Monday tomorrow. I mean, I know it's the thing, and it's Monday tomorrow. Damn, work, back to the grind, back to the week.
But it's really, really nice. It's expensive, it's about 40 quid a bottle, but it is really tasty. Yes, I would say it's better than Sapphire.
Yeah, it does. Yeah, I'd agree with that. And I'm not a gin drinker, but I will be honest with you, I find the Sapphire a little bit harsh for me, but the Mermaid is very, very smooth.
Very drinkable.
Yeah.
But you're not good on my morphine.
Yeah. So my advice to anybody that's got a new channel just starting out, be true to yourself. Yeah. Be true to yourself and your ideals. Try different methods, but be yourself, or does it always come across fake?
Good evening, Owen.
We've all seen that on various channels. They try to be something they're not, or try to be somebody they're not, and it will always come across. Okay. Now, people like you for the person you are. We can all just sell out. Any one of us can sell out, and we can do the popular thing. We can get a nipple out. We can run around naked. We can use clickbait. You can do anything you want. You can increase your views like that. They won't stay. Those channels are fleeting. Okay. As I said to Caroline earlier on today, I would rather than my channel be like a forest fire or a fire in the woods where you suddenly throw on lots of fir and branches and all that shit, and you get that lovely roaring glow. No, I don't want it to be that, because that fire is a fast fire. It will go out and you'll freeze the rest of the night. I want a bed of coals. I want a good, well-established bed of coals. It may burn slowly, but it will be there in the morning to keep you warm. And that's how I look at my channel. So thank you very much for all the support, all the care, the love, and all the help that you guys have given me. I'm really crying. All you guys have given me over the last 22
Virginia
months.
Bushcrafter, good evening.
Hi, Virginia. How are you? Hope you're good out there. Hope the weather's good for you. So, yeah. What else am I going to chat about tonight? Well, I'll put it in the thing. So, How do I think that survival, prepping, bushcraft skills help me out in everyday life, or when things get hard? How does it help me to cope? Well, I had a good long think about that this week. So um, I've started to grow. I'll refer to myself in this, but it helped me to start to grow a mindset that has become very analytical. Okay, as life, as in a survival situation, you need to break things down, work out what's really important, what isn't. You need to be able to categorize those things that are essential to you that you really need. Okay, and everybody's going to be slightly different, but having that mindset helps you to do that, and it helps you to prioritize those things that are important rather than focusing on the mundane, the boring, the annoying, the daily kick in the nuts that you get. Okay, so in the world of survival, we always talk about the rule of three. So the rule of three. So you're looking at 3 minutes with no oxygen. You're looking at 3 hours with no shelter. You're looking at 3 days with no water. 3 weeks with no food. Okay, so that's the rule of three. I also have what I call is the rule of me, and this is just me personally. This is how this works for me. The rule of me says to me, firstly, I need love and support. But if I don't give love and support, I won't get love and support. I have to give it out if I'm going to expect to get it back. Okay. 2, be motivated. It's hard sometimes. It's difficult sometimes. Some days you just can't see the light at the end of the tunnel. Force yourself to take that first step. Once you've taken that first step, it normally starts to roll along, and then you find you pick up speed, you get into the swing of it. So be motivated. Force yourself to be motivated. Okay. Fuel your soul as well as your body. Okay. Now, I'm not saying that you have to be spiritual, but if you can find things that make you feel good about yourself, if you can find things that make you feel good about the world, about others, and if you have a belief system, don't be afraid to use it. Okay. It helps.
Yeah.
Okay. Find at least one thing a day that makes you smile, whether it be a sunrise, a sunset, whether it be your pets, whether it be your partner, maybe some kids playing in a field, whatever it is. Find something every day that's going
It's
to give
usually
you,
Willow.
it's going to give you a minute or two to just smile, just to look at the world and go, you know what, it's not as bad as it seems. There. And lastly, when it really, really is bad, when you really are down in the doldrums, right? Just remember this: no matter how bad, be content, because no matter how bad it seems, there is always some poor soul somewhere out there in the world that's going to be far worse off than yourself. Yeah, spare them a thought, and if you have the chance, a prayer. Okay, it's good for the soul. You're a survivor. You'll always rise to a challenge, whether it's in the woods, whether it's at home, both mentally and physically.
Like a
You will
dreamer.
adapt. Yeah, we adapt, we overcome. Like exactly the same as we teach in a survival class, the will is the most important item in your toolbox. It's the most important item in your toolbox. And as a wise man once said to me, "What the hell are you worrying about? The sun's coming up tomorrow." Okay. Every knockback, every challenge makes us stronger because we learn from it. As a species, we've come so far because we learn from both our mistakes and our successes. There you go. That's my thought processes. That's how I do it. That's how I move forward. That's how I use my survival training methods and so on, day by day, when I'm sitting there thinking, what is the point? Not necessarily with the channel, but in life in general. We all get knockbacks. We all have
You have your
difficulties and
bad
losses.
days because you can't always have good days.
Yeah.
You got to have a
Yin
equal
and yang.
balance. Yeah.
Has to be a balance. Anyhow, so enough of me waffling about that rubbish.
But you've had loads of comments on well done.
Thank you,
And
guys.
Gary said that channels like yours that have helped his son learn and have an interest in bushcraft.
Brilliant. That really.
You've had some really nice comments. We really appreciate that. Thank you.
And again, it's a big thank you to you guys. It's not just my achievement; it's your achievement. It's things like the Sunday night live stream.
Even though Chris nearly broke my husband with the thingy challenge.
Yeah. Thank you so very much, all of you. In my darkest moments, I sit there and think to myself, yeah, but Mickey, if you're not here, what are they all going to do without you? Got nobody else to laugh at.
Mind you, we're not exactly spring chickens, are we?
I'm no spring chicken.
Anyone new to the channel, we have got a second bush camp, the 30th of August to the 1st of September. If you'd like to come along, just email us and let us know
at
Hampshire Outdoors at mail.com. And I'll put you on this. We've got a few already. It's really nice. We've got Ray's coming, Sticks, Kiwi.
That's it.
I'm thinking there's Ray he's gonna come as well.
So we got a handful of guys, and there is space for more if you want to come. Now there's no charge for this. I don't charge for the camp. It's as simple as that. You come along, have a great weekend, enjoy yourself. There is no organisation to it other than you come into the
there
woods.
There will be water there already, so you don't have to worry about bringing water.
Don't have to worry about that.
Yop's coming. He's coming till the Saturday because he's got to work on Sunday.
Yeah. So it's a case of come, do your thing. If you're new to bushcraft prepping and survival, come in, bring your kit with you. Yeah. If you need any advice, there'll be plenty of guys there to share a bit of knowledge. And if you're experienced, or even if you just want to go off into a corner and have a quiet weekend on your own, you do so. This all it's about me sharing a bit of woodland that I've got permission to use. Okay, it's having a bit of fun, and enjoy yourselves. Enjoy yourselves. Like I say, I don't charge for it.
The last camp we had, Jason, he cooked a nice range stew, and there was crusty bread and that. Yeah. Unfortunately, he's got to work, but he will be popping in over the weekend. Yeah. But we're going to be getting some steak in.
Yeah, there will
and
be.
You'll be able to cook that yourself.
I'll bring in some steaks, some bacon potatoes, some sweet corn and that. And then on the Saturday night, I'm only providing it for the Saturday night. The rest of the time you need to provide your own stuff. But for the Saturday night, I'll provide that there. And it'll be a case of digging. The grill will be going, the fire will be going. There'll be plenty of tin foil. You crack on and, enjoy it. The only thing I will ask, guys, is I will have a bucket set up to one side, same as we did last time. And whether it's a penny or a pound, if you want to make a donation, make a donation. And that goes back to the organisation that allows me to use the woods. It's a way of saying thank you to them. Buys them a box of biscuits, or
and replaces the chair that you broke last.
Replaces the chair that I put my foot through last time. It's all good fun. It's all good fun. And again, if there's anything of my kit here that you've seen on any of my videos that you think, I'd really like to have a go with that, or I'd like to have a look at one of those, hit me up, let me know. I'll pack it and I'll bring it with me. And therefore, you just turn around to me on the day and go, Mickey, I asked you if you could bring the Kelly kettle, or Mickey, I asked you if you could bring the gas-fired show. Could you show me how it works? Could you run me through it? Could I have a play with it?
Observation was saying that he's real sorry that he won't be able to come, obviously. He said, but I know you can't make it, but when you get there, please have a cup of coffee for me, hot cup of coffee for him.
I will do, mate. Observation post.
I took some photographs. We've still got to load those photographs up.
We're hoping to do a little bit of a live from there this time. But
you stop laughing.
If I can stop laughing, because that's the thing. It is such a relaxed weekend. I mean, you'll see a side to me that I can't really show on YouTube because it's probably a little bit. There's a big kid in me. There's a big kid in me. I like to have a giggle and a laugh.
Camp, you can hammock.
Yeah.
It was quite fun. There were lots of hammocks since last time.
Whatever system you use, there is whatever you're happy.
Benny.
You want to come put a tent up, You want a hammock, hammock, you want to dig a hole, climb into it, bury yourselves in the leaves, you do it. You know, it's absolutely fine and dandy. It's about enjoying.
Benny's going to send you something for you and the guys next week.
Oh, Benny, cheers, mate. You didn't have to. Yeah, and Benny.
Yeah, blooper. That'd be a good idea, Gary. Can you do a blooper reel for all the people that didn't turn up there?
Right.
I mean, as Mick's already told you about Chris and his early morning.
Chris, you're coming. Can I ask you to give me a hand with that? Might be a case a blooper reel,
especially when he went through the chair trying to put stuff up.
Yeah, it might be trying to catch a few bits and pieces like because it tends to be spontaneous. It goes on. I mean, on the last one, on the Sunday morning, I was so exhausted, I could hardly think straight, and I must have tried 5 or 6 times to do just one small piece to camera, but it didn't matter how I tried to do it. I either swung into some strange accent or just went completely off at a tangent.
Yeah, bow drill challenge. I don't think that ever's going to be visited again. I think that is gone, done. It's in the filing cabinet, locked away, will never come out, even if you dig it up in 20 years.
Poor old Kaz and the dog had to suffer me practicing with the bow drill. And, you know, it's, as one of my neighbours said, you sort of hear this rasping sound, and then there'd be a twang followed by a load of expletives. Yeah, it's one of those, isn't it? It's a good method. It's a good method. It does work. I've proved it. And it's quite fickle. And Chris was banging them out, and he was getting really super confident with it. And he literally walked into that wood that night with the attitude of, I've got this. And it just didn't work for him. And that's the way it sometimes goes. So again, that's why I come back to my teaching in survival is be prepared. You know, have a ferrocerium rod around your neck. That one item there, if I could tell everybody here to go and get it. So on Amazon, it's dirt cheap. A whistle, a ferrocerium rod built into it, goes round your neck, okay, and lives there. It lives flat to your chest, okay, and you've got a signal whistle and a ferrocerium rod with you at all times. And if you've got those 2 items, you're already 3 steps up the staircase of survival rather than sitting at the bottom shivering, looking up, going, why? Then if you add simple things like a little light to it, you then take another couple of steps, and it's all about reaching that landing, getting up to that top step on the staircase of survival, so that you can sit down, look at everybody below you, and go, "I'm going to make it." Yeah.
Why aren't you seeing all the chat? Is
right? Yeah. Do excuse me. I'm going to catch up with some of this chat here. Yeah, I will definitely have a hot cup of coffee for you in your name.
Yeah, it's got his light, it's got his dog tags, and it always, first thing he does in the morning, goes straight on, last thing at night, comes off.
Right, so first thing in the morning, it's got my dog tag on it, so it's got my army number
and your blood
group and that. That little whistle, so basically it's got quite a sturdy clip on it there, which undoes, and that gives you your striker, your steel there.
It's like the little light is just
and that it's a tiny little ferro rod, but it works, okay. And it is quite small, you can see it on there, but it does the job complete with the whistle, and the whole thing just clips together, nice slim line, goes around my neck. It's there. The little light, you can buy these, I think it's 10 for a £5 on Amazon, places like that. And they're just a single LED with a couple of small bolts in them, but it gives enough light to read a map or to signal with. The reason I love these, and I have done for many years, is I can literally, take your glasses off, Mickey. I can literally, if I'm dealing with a casualty or a situation, I can sling that in my mouth, and I've got my hands straight, and I can see what I'm doing. And that's why I've got that on there. That's why I love that so much. It's a great little bit of kit. But you've just by having that with me 24/7, not only does it give me the opportunity, but it gives me the confidence. I know I've got it with me. It's one piece of kit with me at all times. Even if I have to hand my Leatherman in at a security office or leave that behind, I've got that step up.
I got in some this week as well. I don't, you know, the little bungees you can put on your tops. They do these ones on, I think it's Temu. You get 10 of them. They're like a little elastic for putting on your zippers, and it's got a little glow in the dark bit. So you can, no matter how dark it is, you can find your zippers on your tent or on your bag.
Observation post. It is literally just a little. Oh God, get away! Don't excuse that. Sorry, that was somebody sent me an email. Yeah, it's just a single little light. You buy, they're on Amazon, and it's not a beta light. Beta lights used to be the chemical lights we used to get that I think they've outlawed now. But it is just a simple little light. Lee, you're right. Yeah, nothing's finite. The ferro rods could come off of that. It hasn't on
Gary
this
would
one.
like to know what's the
I've had
best
no
Leatherman.
trouble. What's the
Best Leatherman to get?
best Leatherman? Oh God, that is a very, that's a personal choice. Okay, now, do excuse me, struggling guys. Got my knees strapped up again. Don't try and run through the house with your reading glasses on. Your perspective goes out. Okay, so I've got the Wave. Okay, I like the Wave because it's not the heaviest. Some of the Leathermans can be very, very heavy. The Wave for me works for me because I'm able to disconnect the lock on the blades to make it UK legal. It's got the tool I use the most, which is the pair of pliers, complete with the wire strippers, and it's got the crimp there that you can use if you're setting up charges and things like that. But what I like about it is the main blades are external. Internal, you've got bottle opener, screwdriver, which is reversible. So you've got chisel-ended, reversible on that for a Phillips. And on this side, you've got your little pair of scissors, which is another essential. And you've got your large flat-headed screwdriver, which I, to be honest, you usually end up using as a pry bar because nearly everything is a Phillips these days. So that's the one I carry. There are a lot larger versions of Leathermans with a lot more gear on them, but the downside is it's weight. Okay, you're going to be putting weight on your belt, you're going to be putting weight on your hip, and as we've recently discovered, one of the reasons I'm possibly having difficulty with one hip in particular is the fact that I've for years carried that on my right hand side of my belt, and I've then got this walloper of a phone tucked into the right pant leg. And as somebody pointed out to me, it could be permanently carrying that weight on my right hand side, just with time has caused a bit of wet. Now, I've literally for 2 weeks now gone without it, and funnily enough, I was a bit maybe not, but it's actually working. I'm having less pain in my hip, so I've actually got Kaz to order me a man bag, a little cross chest man bag.
It's
and
got
my
several
phone,
zippers, isn't it?
Yeah, my phone, my Leatherman are going to learn to live in that. So basically, I'm taking the weight off my hips. I'm 60 years old now. This body has done a lot of mileage, and by golly, it's had some abuse over the years. So yeah, maybe it's time for me to start just thinking a bit more sensible and a bit more carefully about it.
We're going to do the Hangman. We're going to do 2 tonight, aren't we?
Yeah.
But next week we're probably going to have a bit of a shake-up. We're going to do something different because
we're doing our giveaway, aren't we?
Yeah, we're doing a giveaway anyway. But I'm going to devise a way of doing a game so you'll get as you come in, you'll get a raffle ticket, and then we'll dig in and
I'll tell you guys how the giveaway is going to work now. And I'm also going to stick that out there on a short so that nobody hopefully gets caught out by one of these unscrupulous, nearly said the wrong word, swines that scam people. So yes, we are doing a 1,500 subscriber giveaway. what I will do, it will be announced live next Sunday on the live chat. And what I will do, I will sit down with Kaz in the afternoon. We will draw out a time from the start to the finish. We'll work out what time and we will put it down to minutes and seconds. We will then seal that in an envelope and that will live here. Kaz will be monitoring the chat.
And the person that
when that person puts a comment on, the nearest one to it, okay, will be the winner of the 1500 subscriber giveaway. Now, prizes. We haven't actually decided on a prize yet. We've got some ideas we're working on.
Got some.
Yeah, but it's not quite there yet. But you'll see that Sunday. It's going to be worthwhile. If we get it together and I decide to, we might stick it up on a short beforehand.
Yeah.
But hey, there we go. 1500 subscriber. Right, hangman time. Who's up for a game of hangman? Yeah. What we got as a prize for the hangman tonight? First prize.
Well, you got a choice.
Oh.
We have got, but did you die?
Keyring. Yeah. Motto of the channel.
Yeah. We have got a survival whistle. We have got a keyring
with an AK-47.
Or there is, that's on a molly, and it's one of the ones that you attach to your belt, and you can put a drinks bottle into it. So the winner can choose which one they want.
As Mickey carries on his belt, so I have one of those on my belt.
Nice. Yeah.
That clips on there, and that just basically locks around the neck of your
bottle. You put a bottle in there, and it just...
So it'd be like Mickey. Or you can put keys on there, whatever you fancy. Also comes in handy carrying a bit of paracord on if you want. So.
Good evening, Bob.
Right, so do excuse me looking up because it's a big word, this first one.
And I ask that you sort of
5, 6, 7, 8, 9,
just
10, 11 letters.
Don't ram loads of letters.
Right.
Good evening, Sam. You're just in time for the game of Hangman for a choice of But Did They Die? The channel's thing. We've got a bottle holder, an AK-47 keyring, or an emergency whistle.
So, word 11 letters. Okay. If you're a good outdoorsman, it should be something that is in the back of your mind. Okay, first letter, please.
Anyone like to give me a letter so we can start this off? Come on, Benny, you're up for a... All right, Kiwi starts it off. Kiwi wants an A.
An A?
Yep. Sorry, Lucy, you have to rethink. And Benny.
Last letter, yeah.
Gary wants a B.
A B?
Yep. Lee would like a P.
A P?
Of course you can. The Lou's over there. Right. Bob would like an E.
An E?
Yep. Cat would like an R.
An R?
Yep. Phil would like an S.
An S?
Yep. Virginia would like a H.
Oh.
Whoa.
Somebody's going to shout at any second.
Stealth would like a T. Benny would like an I. Kiwi says hypothermia.
Spot on, mate.
Kiwi winner. Right, Kiwi. What would you like? Would you like an AK-47? But did you? I think you've already got the boat. Did you die? The bottle holder or the whistle? We'll do another one in a minute. So
yeah, we'll do another one in a bit. Hypothermia. Yeah, yep. Should always be at the back of your mind.
Yeah, it was he. That was closely followed by Kitten Killer.
I'll be glad not to do this next week because
Yeah.
as a semi-literate dyslexic.
One whistle heading its way to you. So your wife had one last week, and now she got the medical thing. So that we're bringing its way to you.
We might have to stop them from entering. They're team.
Yeah.
They're team. They're like that team
What
that you get in a pub quiz.
Right. This time, if we Sam, if you want to start off with a letter, or you're not doing it yet? I don't know.
Shall I do it now? Yeah. Do you want to do it now, guys? Should we get on with the next one now, and then just go into a natter?
Yeah.
All right. Okay. Bear with me. Let me have a swing. Oh, I direct myself back up there. Great.
Yeah, we've got
Yes, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 letters, guys.
Right. So those who won, if you can let the others have a chance of winning.
Outdoorsy, survival-y, preppy.
So, Sam, have you got a letter for us? An A. Right, thank you.
Well done, Sam.
Gary would like an S. I'll get a buck and bucket because Phil wants a P. Benny, you need to... Oh, Bob wants an E. Is it a compass?
It certainly is.
Yeah, well, Lee, you won that one. Yay! Bus pass. Could be.
Bus pass.
So, Lee, is there anything you fancy that you die that or... What I'll do next week, I'm going to try... I'll probably do something with, say, numbers and then draw the numbers out. So, Lee, if you want to choose what you'd like, then... Thank you all for taking part.
Yeah.
Yet again.
I hope you enjoyed that. Just a bit of silliness on the live stream.
John was thinking hard ass. It could have been a hard ass. Then you got bus pass.
Could be.
Trespass.
Bus pass. Don't bus pass. That's a sore point at the moment, as I've just been notified that my pension comes in next year. Thank you, guys. Yeah.
Okay, Benny. What would you? Well, you know you don't want. I die. You can have the AK-47 or the bottle holder, love. Or I have got a whistle as well. If you want one, I've got another one of the whistles. I reckon you're going to get...
Just whistle.
I think so, Benny. I think you're not going to win that argument. I'll tell you that now.
What's that?
Please give it to Benny.
Oh, there we go. So, I'm actually going to put a little bit of soft drink in there because I don't wish to end up plastered tonight. Last week, by the time we finished the chat, I was slowly inebriated.
He was.
Yeah, and I don't know if anybody's ever been drunk on mead, but because it contains honey, it's got a lot of sugar, and it tends to lift your
whistle
energy
it
levels.
is. I've got two of them. So one's on winging its way to Kiwi, and the other one is winging its way to Brooke.
Okie doke.
Thank you very much.
Excellent.
As you can see, we've got quite a box full of little goodies now.
Yeah, we've got a little box of goodies, little box of goodie giveaways.
I think I need a bit more.
Yeah, a little bit more?
Yep.
Certainly, my lovely. Sue in.
Thank you.
There you go. Oh.
So I've got to send it to Australia, New Zealand.
Yeah.
You can send it. You want it, you can send it.
Right, something Kaz did pick up for me this week off of Temu. Okay. Are these. Now, these are actually brilliant. These are just a little solar rechargeable glow in the dark bead, and it's quite a faint bead in the scheme of things. Doesn't give off a massive amount of light. However, it's perfect for attaching to things like zippers on your hammock or on your Bergen, or even onto a set of keys, so that if you drop it in the dark or at night, you can find it. And Kaz actually had a really clever idea, didn't you? With the torches.
Yes. If you can get a pack of 10 of these on Temu. I think at the moment they're £1.4, so that's 10 pence per thing. If you've got a torch for indoors for when you have a power cut, if you attach one of these to the lanyard that's on the torch, and when you put it in a drawer, so when you have a power cut,
you can
open the drawer torch, and you can find your torch.
It's the bit everybody always forgets, isn't it?
Like, also, if you want, you can put a bag of candles. Yeah. Attach it to the bag.
It's a case of it all goes dark at 3 o'clock in the morning. It never does it at 4 o'clock in the afternoon. And you sit there and you go, I know there's a torch on that shelf somewhere. And you stumble across the room trying to find where that torch is. And then it's that, I think everybody's done it, it's that tappy moment. It's here somewhere.
When you're diving into your rucksack as well, it's dark in there and you're trying to find something and you can pull it about 10 times and you still won't find what you're looking for.
I want it for the zipper on my hammock, because quite often you get out your hammock or you go to your hammock and it's a wee small hours of the morning, it's pitch black, you don't want to put your headlight on and disturb everybody and ruin your night vision. And so you're sitting there feeling up and down trying to find the zipper on your hammock so you can open it up to climb in. And with that, like I say, it's just a shallow green, recharges off of normal light.
Yeah, so imagine when
it's not like in your face. So again, if it's tactical, if you're thinking tactically, it is just enough for you to see what you need to do. Brilliant bit of kit.
Yeah.
Yeah, but the red light for your bike,
I've actually seen there's some on those on
again, the same issue you have there is when you don't want to, it's not the light itself, it's finding the light in the dark. It's that point where you suddenly wake up and you go, bugger, I've turned the light off, where's the bloody light? And it slid down that support line. But if you've got that on it, it's not an obtrusive light. It's not something that's going to make you go blimey and half glowing.
As well, they're just
but it will just means you can reach up and you go, there's my light.
They're little solid rectangles.
Yeah.
Again, on the bungee cord.
And it's quite small and discreet, but it's just that initial, where the bloody hell is it? What have I done with my torch? So, yeah, and for the price of them,
tell her to calm down.
They're cheap as chips.
Benny's saying Nikki's getting so into her football, she might have the baby tonight.
How are we doing with the football? Half-time footy.
Yeah, football's a round ball.
Yeah. Soccer. So 0-0. Okie doke. Okay.
Oh, that gin's good.
Is it? So, Benny, as somebody that's done a midwifery course, I'm going to have to sort of help you through it from here, aren't I? Okay, Nikki, I am your midwife tonight, if it happens, and I'm going to have to do a phone call to Benny and then talk him through it bit by bit. But I've got you, babe. Don't worry about it. I've got you.
Yeah, Owen, what I've done, because at the top of the stairs, when you come back towards the bedroom, that's the top of the stairs. So if you make a mistake, you're going down the stairs. So I put some of the glow-in-the-dark tape on the wooden part of the banister, as well as the stair gate we've got on the bedroom to stop Willow getting out. Yeah. Call the midwife.
I once said it to somebody once before. I said, that's all right, I'm a medic. And they went, yeah, you're just like that medic from the Cannonball Run, isn't you? You're that bloke in the ambulance.
I would show you our little friend, but he's today he's been very strange, isn't he?
Yeah, he's been funny little guy.
I had Marmite on toast for breakfast, and I ended up eating the crusts and all the soft gooey bits in the middle with the Marmite and the butter ended up in the Willow, so I didn't really get much breakfast.
Yeah. Even my mum's watching it. Even my mum's watch it.
Yeah, don't drink the syringe.
Yeah. One of the best bits in that whole film is when the guy just gets his finger out like that and he goes, "I'll have a look."
Classic movie. Absolute
it is a
classic movie.
Yeah. Cannibal. We watched that the other night, didn't we? What was
Yeah,
that
we
on?
did.
Was that on? Was it on Prime or something? I
think so.
We watched Cannibal Run the other night. And, you know, I quite often I go back to his old movies. We see them advertised. We go, "Oh, we'll watch that again." And you watch it and you go, not as funny as it was in the day. But again, that was one that actually seemed to last through.
What's the other one? Gumball Rally. I used to love watching that as well.
Oh, some of the old classics of Porky's Revenge and that. And Animal House. There's another classic film. Yeah. Films of their era.
I've still got Porky's, Jungle Burger, cartoon. I've got Animal House.
Yeah. Right, I'm losing comments here.
Yeah.
Lassie. Oh, yeah.
As he puts one of those in her mouth. Nice.
Yeah.
Stand Up Virgin Soul. I haven't seen that for years.
Yeah. Another classic film.
Smoking the Bandit, yeah.
Oh, and by the way, I've got to shout it out there because I know he's busy working today. So, Derek, Mr. D, how you doing, guys? Hang tough. He's out there, he's busy, but I know he's going to have that earpiece in listening in.
Well, BJ,
Yarps, another one working,
BJ, hope you're all good. We haven't seen you for a while. Ian, we haven't seen you for a while. I hope you're all good.
Ian Hillier, I hope you're good, mate. BJ, message you. Love to you and your family, mate, and your kiddos. Hope you're all good.
So we do notice when you're not here. I mean, you don't have to be here, but if we notice you're not here, then we just sort of think, I hope
they're all right.
Yeah,
we started having that conversation the other day, didn't we?
Death Race 2000. Oh my God, yeah.
God, yeah, that's another one, isn't it? Oh, yeah. Benny had some, some tech issues, Benny. Go on, mate.
And he's working today, wasn't he, as well?
Yeah. I've made tech issues. God, blimey. I mean, poor old Owen, right? Owen and Chris. If they're trying to contact me for a Zoom, I want everybody to understand that anything that the One Night Survival puts
Blues Brother, excellent film.
Involves zooming or even got footage of
Blazing Saddles, classic.
There are two men out there that literally have to hold my hand through the setting up and organising and getting online and all the rest of it.
The Warriors and the Wanderers,
What you don't realise is when this computer turns off tonight, right, I've got down here is a chalkboard and chalk. To send messages, I've actually got pigeons on the roof. Okay, that's the level of my technical ability. So it ends up with people literally on the phone going, right, now click this, Mickey. No, not that. No, the red button, Mickey. Click that. Click that.
I think you're eating the cheese front of the fridge again, Kiwi.
And so these poor guys, without their support, I couldn't have done half of what I've done.
Blazing Saddles,
Blazing Saddles,
The Fireside, that I wondered it was going to be like that at the bush camp last time after the stew because I went home, but
chalkboard and chalk, Oh dear, those are days. I still remember that at school.
Yeah,
doing my letters,
ducking
the numbers.
The board rubber went flying past your ear.
And do you know what? The board rubber's all right, unless it caught
you
end on.
It's wood though, wasn't it?
It caught your end on in the forehead. God, you knew about that. That used to hurt. I used to have a teacher, Mr. Subi. Oh, he could hurl that thing.
Hi, Mac.
It would hit you. Hi, Mac. How you doing? Urban Escapes, my mate, Mac.
Mac, I enjoyed the. I would like to go to that military cemetery. Looks nice. Yeah. Kes, yeah, and Ring of Bright Water. I saw a photo the other day of
Hi, Janet. Hope you're good.
Kes.
Oh, yeah.
Hi, Janet.
I had a great week, Janet. All the better from hearing from you.
I never did get the board runner thrown at me.
Just to get the cane regularly.
Yeah, it all had a good week. I mean, poor Benny and them trashing his thing yet again.
Oh, mate, gutted. That
little shite.
Yeah, I agree with every word you said, Benny. Little studs. This. And do you know what always annoys me is there'll be the same people that will sit there and shout and scream about how their other generations have trashed it from them.
It shows the difference, doesn't it? Because Stealth had someone in your camp, didn't you?
Yeah.
They didn't touch nothing. Owen, you had people visiting your camp and signing your book and things like that. But poor Benny, they just trashed it. I saw your problems with the cows.
I think Sam's had the same problem as well. Yeah, the old belted Galloways out on Dartmoor. Yeah.
Or the humbug cows, as I like to call them.
They're a funny old critter. It's always because cows are just right. They're inherently the nosiest animal on the face of the planet. They are just super nosy.
I've seen your question, Sam. Sam would like to know if he does do one of the one night challenge things, who does he send the clips to? Is that Owen or?
What you're going to do, Sam, is you're going to send the clips to the One Night Survival channel, and that will be Chris and Owen that manage that and compile it. I'll get Chris, can you do me a favour and stick up what he's got to do, because I've been drinking too much and I can't think straight.
Oh wow, Ray, that's a bit extreme.
Oh, size 12 shoe with a golf ball. And I thought I had it tough.
Yeah, that's not fun, is it?
No.
Yeah, they've got this thing at the moment. It's on TikTok. Someone was saying about it that about kicking doors.
Yeah.
And this lady, she's disabled and in Fleet, and they keep kicking her glass door.
Welcome to Scottish Film with a wall of hay bales surrounding your tent. Oh, you must have slept soundly.
That's a point. Yeah, see, Benny, you and Sam could do it together.
Yeah.
You could challenge one another, like when Mick went up with Chris.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, that would be pretty cool. That would be pretty cool. Yeah. And again, it's supporting one another as well. So. So it was Rob. You knew somebody had been up there, Mac. That's what I said on the video.
Yeah.
You walk through that woods and you go.
Yeah, when someone's touched your stuff.
That's the thing for all you stealth campers to realise. So people go out stealth camping. I have no problem with that. Wild camping, stealth camping and all the rest of it. But the local gamekeepers, the farmers, the poachers, the farmhands, the people that are out there day in, day out.
Alley.
I guarantee you will know you're there, right? These people are in tune with their environment. They'll know because the crows aren't calling from that wood. And normally they roost there, but they're not roosting because you're there. They'll know because the fox won't go near that woods or it's circling around it. They'll know because the cows all stood in the corner of the field staring at you over the fence.
We did pop in on alleys, outdoor alleys in. So we did pop in on to your live the other day.
Yeah, we did. How you doing, Ali? I hope all is good with you, mate.
Hardware Alaska, good evening.
Hardware Alaska, hello, mate.
Good afternoon.
Right, so Hardware Alaska's put up a short today which blew my mind with a waterfall. The music was perfect for that. I was watching that on repeat for about 5 minutes.
That was beautiful. I loved it.
Yeah, spot on, mate. Spot on. Wish I was there with you.
That's one of my peaceful places. Anywhere that's got running water. Yeah. And the music was absolutely spot on. You saying that, Ali? I'm on the mermaid gin, so I'm not exactly.
Yeah, we're a little bit. Yeah.
Celebrating because Mick has just got to 1,500 subscribers. He's on the mead.
I was on the mead. So now I've combined. Ali, you're going to like this. So I've combined my mead to make it last a bit further with a bit of iron brew. Okay. So yeah.
Oh, actually, there's a badger set not far further down. We went to Norway. We've been there twice now on cruises, and the amount of waterfalls coming down the fjords, it's amazing. There's one actually, it's the Seven Sisters, isn't it? It's got you got seven waterfalls on one side.
It's official, everybody. I would like to announce this tonight, live here on Hampshire Outdoors and Survival, bringing you some world news.
Benny Bushcraft.
Benny and Sam are going to be collaborating on their one night survival.
Yorkshire Outdoors and Benny Bushcraft will be doing a collaboration.
I brought these two together.
Yeah, we got the iron brew. We're a bit of a buggers for iron brew, aren't we?
Yeah. Honey girders. Yeah. Mac, I'll catch you later, brother. Right, Mac. It won't be Wednesday this week. It'll be Thursday, if you can manage that.
Good evening, Foxy Lady.
I've got another, what's going on?
I was going, that sort of collaboration, is it? You could bring air, dust.
Yeah. Whoa.
You already packed. Oh dear. Good. I can feel the love honey coming on.
Okay, mate. No problem. No problem, Mac. I will catch you Thursday, Mac. If not beforehand. Take it easy, brother.
Vaz wax. Yeah, you got to take the Vaz wax with you.
Oh, it's becoming a degenerates channel, this, isn't it?
And Benny, I loved your idea of the fact you hadn't got your bowl. You did your. See, you're lucky. Tesco's, they don't put holes in their bags. Ooh. Every other one does. That's so your suit will be slowly leaking through your bag.
All right, Benny. Oh, I'm thinking about it.
It was really funny. Goes Benny. Oh yes, Benny. Mick wanted to show you the top part of your oh god, twig burner.
So Benny, that's what yours is going to look like it after 2 years of regular use. Right, so these little, what look like handles there, mate, if you flick them up, they are designed to locate the...
That'll stop your top falling off.
What's it on? So, yeah, your grill doesn't fall off.
Yeah, so you flick the handles up and then put the tray on the top.
And it just stops that from falling off then, locates it all in place for you. So, yeah, there you go. And there are people...
I got Nick one of those, and you swear by it, don't you?
I've given this some real abuse.
Not so much a fat one next time, Benny.
Yeah, I've given it some real abuse, and it just keeps going and going and going.
And it folds flat. It fits in the little bags. Brilliant.
It's a good bit of kit. Yeah. I likes it. And
yeah, they're quite popular. I mean, some people say, but they're so easy. If you've got cold hands and that, it's so easy to just pull them out rather than slide things in and push things together and that. And yeah, I think 1 or 2 would do next time, Benny, if that.
It focuses heat nicely. It really does. For getting a fire going.
See, you should have got your baked beans to talk to your gammon. See, your baked beans are following you everywhere, Benny. So if it had been speaking to your gammon, you would have left it behind.
Beans, they will follow you everywhere you go. Beans.
See, your tea cake, down here, our tea cake would be that big, but it would have currants in it.
Yeah, yeah.
Yours is more like
regionally, it's all different, isn't it?
Yeah.
It has different names.
See,
for things.
that would be to us like a burger back.
Yeah.
But yeah, tea cake down here has got raisins and that in it, and you toast it.
I do like a good bap. Yeah, okay, it's quite simple. I like my baps. So anyhow, where are we going? Where are we going? Who's winning? Who's winning? Spain 1, England 0. So yeah.
And
I tell you what, Benny, I tell you what, when I was watching your video there and I was watching the flames roaring out of that stove, and I was thinking to myself, if you turn that side on and mounted it on a go-kart, I wonder how far you'd go. It was like a jet engine. It was quite amazing.
I mean, you could take a little, some of your little kebab skewers, and you do hot dogs on there, sausage.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Spam.
See, Nicky got him the tea cake from the chippy, and he forgot the gammon.
It's quite mental, wasn't it?
It looked pretty. We were noticing how the flames were reflecting off the back of your top.
Yeah, that top, that's the one with the reflective back on it as well. You think about that on a winter's day, how that would reflect the heat back. That'd be lovely. The gammon. Yeah, and yeah, I think probably a good job you didn't have it going. And as for the beans following you, well, you must know that out of all the pulses, beans are the most loyal.
They follow you behind.
Lentils will
lentils
will turn and run. Okay, broad beans, well, they're no good in an attack situation. They'll just sit there and whimper. But the baked bean will follow you to the ends of the earth.
Yeah, we were very, very lucky. Pockets, we got someone donated to the channel a whole box of the fat wood. But yeah, you don't need a lot of fat wood to. Yeah, it was yops.
Yep.
That's it. Yops.
Fat wood can go a long, long way.
And you get them on Amazon. It's about £10 for a box, isn't it? You get quite a lot for a tenner.
Still got the fly form up there.
But they're saying on the weather, whether we can believe it or not, that the end of this month, parts of the UK will have 30-degree heat.
So there you go. So you can watch this back and pause it if you need to know. But if you want fat wood and you're somewhere you can't harvest it, on Amazon, Better Wood Products, fat wood fire starter.
And they plant wood to replace the wood that they use.
And you get a box that is... I'm not going to dig it out, but the box is that or that. Put it this way, I twisted me. I do quite a bit of teaching, and I've got enough fat wood in one box probably to cover me for a year's worth of lessons, and enough to give everybody a little bit of fat wood to take home with them to practice with.
They are brilliant, aren't they? Those fold down, the little fold up stoves.
Yeah, like Stick says, you saw how much I've got in that box. And if you're using it regularly, or even if you just want I
believe, Stan, you got some of the box of fat wood as well, didn't you?
If you want something as a fire starter for home, for lighting a fire in a range or in a burner.
I love the smell.
You can't fault it. It works brilliantly.
But obviously you have to put it in a sealed container because it degrades, doesn't it? We don't.
Yeah. And it.
So we all got a box.
Yeah. Brilliant.
He's got one as well.
Brilliant stuff. You can't go wrong with it. And yes, as I have had people, and as Stick says, that people say, "Oh no, you should harvest your own." Well, hey, you might not live anywhere with this fat wood. Okay, you might not have any pine woods near you. 2, at the end of the day, for the cost of it, it gives me a resource for teaching. I can take people out into my woods and show them where the trees are. But if I was harvesting it non-stop on every course I've done, there wouldn't be a pine tree left standing there.
I think it's
So-
and the fact that they plant trees to replace the ones that they've used. It's oh dear.
Yeah.
Benny and the Return of the Beans.
Yeah.
You turn yourself into a little hovercraft, aren't you, Benny? That's it. I mean, when you look at it, I understand what you mean, Chris, because sometimes when you look on like eBay, people are selling like two or three sticks, aren't they, of fat wood, and they're charging like £5.
Oh, crikey, yeah.
And then when you see how much you get in a box, you think you rip offs. You really are.
That's the other thing, isn't it? I mean, we were talking about when we is so you could basically cut one of those sticks in half, polish the edges off a little bit, stick it on a cheap Amazon ferro rod, bang that out. There's £15 all day long.
It's just ripping people off. It's not right.
I'd rather turn around to people and say, look, you can buy a box of this stuff. You've got it at home. Don't have to use paraffin lighters anymore, or your normal barbecue lighters, or whatever you use. Use that instead, and
You're
also
right, Lee, because
practice your skills with it as well. It's a good resource.
I said there's so many. It's hard to find good quality fat wood because people are going out trying to forage it anyway.
The other thing is you can also get prosecuted for it. Okay, so if you're going out, you're taking fat wood from somewhere where you don't have the landowner's permission, you're actually committing a criminal offence in the UK. All right, so even though that wood is down wood, so you have the issue that a piece of wood's fallen off the tree, it's dead, it's on the path, still the property of the landowner. So if it's not a piece of land where you actually have authority or permission to take it, you can't. Now, where that differs slightly is if you live somewhere that is on or near a common and you have commoners' rights. And not everybody living near the common automatically gets commoners' rights. But if you have commoners' rights, then quite often then it's a medieval thing to state that the commoners may enter the land to gather fallen dead wood for home, and may also graze certain animals. And it varies depending on the common, who the landowner was, and so on, where you are in the UK. You may graze certain animals. And there's quite often stipulations to it as well on you may be called for fencing of the manor, and all these things wouldn't happen today. But that goes back. It's a medieval system. It was a way of,
it's hard. Some of the people in the New Forest automatically get the commoners' rights, but it's
a lot of it depends where you live, or whether you live within the commons boundaries, and in some cases it can be hereditary, so it can be down to either the property you live in is part of the common, and it can also be down to the fact that your family or your ancestors have lived there for generations. But it's always worth looking into. I've got a friend who lives, basically moved to an area and found out that actually the road he lives in, every house there has a right of access onto the local common, and that common they're allowed to gather dead fallen wood, which, as he points out, is a pain in the arse because they all know about it. So pretty much by the time you go out collecting fallen wood, everybody's already cleaned out the woods, but it means they've got a nice tidy woods. But the thing he's gone for is keeping his goats out there. So he's got himself a couple of goats that are out on a tether and they're on the common, and he keeps those for meat. So they're boars. So once they're ready and they're of size, they will go off to the slaughterhouse to provide goat meat. So again, it's a matter of looking into the history of the place you live. And in the UK, there are so many different little medieval rules, regulations, rights that we have in the UK. And they're all depending on who was your local lord of the manor, your local entitled person, and what rights they gave you. Quite often these get lost in history, or they try and lose them in history in time. As we said on the video this week.
It's on Amazon. Because we've been on that, the Forest of Galloway.
Yeah,
we've done the track.
I was hoping to get up there this year, but I'm not going to get up there this year. But I am going to do the government track again. Yeah, that's
You said about Kiwi. I was thinking, if I ever won the lottery, I would get goats and I'd hire them out. to do exactly that. You're flipping grass cutting and keeping your garden down.
Benny's asking me, is there something in my kit that I'm missing that I really, really want? do you know what, Benny? Oh no, I'm. You know what, brother? I'm. No, there's nothing I can really think of that I.
Is it? Oh, I didn't know that. It's still
Um,
illegal to wear a suit of armour in the House of Commons.
Yes, it is. It's also illegal to carry a sword in the House of Commons without the Queen's permission or the King's permission. No, to be honest with you, Benny, I can't think of anything offhand. Saying that, I'll probably
You haven't got a plate.
I'll probably sit bolt upright at 3 o'clock in the morning and go, I need a. No, I'm pretty good.
As you can see, you know you can't.
Yeah, and that's not even all of it.
Kiwi can tell you that. Yeah, we've got racks of stuff over that end.
There's containers under tables. There's boxes. There's stuff stashed, pushed in the corners.
The one-man
There's
army.
a shelf up there. There's tentage and bags. Oh, come back, Caroline. Don't go away. There's a rack over in that corner. There's my game freezer there. There's storage underneath it. So I'm. Do you know what? I'm pretty good, brother. I'm pretty good. I tell you what, I tell you what I am looking for at the moment, because I've just discovered none of mine fit.
Yeah, it did for US Canteen Cup, baby.
Yeah. Live for the US Canteen Cup, maybe, or a
padded cushion.
I'll tell you what I am trying to find at the minute. Okay, so on the smock, that pocket on the front one, take the other one off, you might see it on that.
Yeah.
On the smock, that pocket there on the outside is a compass pocket. But none of my compasses fit in that.
Ooh.
Or am I wrong?
So he's a skinny compass.
Have I been given the wrong bit of advice? Because none of mine fit into it. Yes, certainly.
Thank you. That's what I'm having with it.
Yeah, so... Yeah.
Mint and...
Yeah.
Lime.
A little compass, that's probably what I'm looking for. In fact, yeah, a small compass. Because I've got 2 or 3 compasses, but they're all quite large, because over the years, again, I've used them to try and teach people. So I've always bought larger compasses so that you can show clearly. In fact, a mate of mine used to have a walloper. It was made by Silver, and it was scaled up, so it was massive, absolutely massive. But it was brilliant for teaching. You could put it on a table, sit 10 people around it, and use it. And it
Is
worked.
That the one Chris
fantastic.
And Kitten that Dee uses? The Holy Grail.
Grail water filters, yeah. Got the Sawyer, but I keep hearing about the Grails. Don't mind trying a Grail. I don't
know if you are aware at the moment, but we went into Millets the other day, and they were doing the Euro Hike, is it 2000 sleeping bag?
Yeah.
For £6.
Yeah, and it's not the most extreme sleeping bag.
No.
But if you're just after a sleeping bag, £6.
It's well worth you after some little bits and pieces. If you've got a local millet store, they got some really good deals on at the moment. So yeah.
Yeah, I've always been a Sawyer man myself, but I've not purely
and you've got the millback bag as well, haven't you?
I've always combined the millback bag with my other methods, but I've been a Sawyer man for years. I've used them all over the place, and never have I yet had a problem with my gut or anything.
No.
But Grail, yeah, I've been reading and hearing all sorts of interesting things. So yeah, I might have to look at picking up a Grail and giving it a go.
In fact, you might have to put in a message to Santa.
Yes. Yeah, well, that's one of the things I don't like doing. I don't like. I mean, round here, yeah, I carry water because I can tell you now, yeah, really not even with a Sawyer, I don't want to take water from some of the sources round here.
Yeah.
We had a local river poisoned a few years ago with a chromium of some sort.
And you had that one
or just
when
or
you
whatever.
went.
I know my filters could probably take it out. I just would not want to take the risk.
You and Matt went camping, and that dear man was peeing in the in the freshwater source on Dartmoor.
I think on what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna make myself a twat stick. Yeah. Don't know if any of my friends in America may have come across these.
Twat stick.
Yeah. So
that's right. You've got running water.
That's an ornate one, but
yes.
basically a twat stick
mm.
is carried like a walking stick. And when you come across that person who's urinating into the water course, you pick it up like that and you twat him as hard as you can across the back of the head with it. That's a twat stick. And it can be used for twatting anybody in many different ways, situations, or environments. Oh, Benny, that's foul.
See, as I said, Benny, chicken soup, no chicken soup in a tin, never. But tomato soup, oxtail soup, yeah, I'm there.
Yeah, when I'm
way of thinking. It's
when I'm in the West Country, when I'm in Wales, when I'm in Scotland, I pretty much know that my water sources in rural areas with a little bit of common sense are going to be good for me.
Yeah.
With the right filter system, I'm quite confident. Here, not so much. Not so much.
Because really, these companies have you by the short and curlies, don't they?
Yeah.
Because they know that you're going to want these skins.
Yeah. Always filter and boil dead animals. Yeah, I've had that. I've been on an exercise somewhere and then got up in the morning, walked up from the camp a little bit to get some water.
You're right, though.
Found a dead
Phil,
sheep.
it's dead sheep, dead horses. You got drowned badgers. You got all sorts of corrective stick.
Yeah, we're a little less polite in the UK. Twat stick.
Yeah.
You're a twat. You got to get the stick.
I know, Benny. And if I was starving, then I would eat it. I'm not that fussy, but preference would be tomato.
Yeah. But I mean,
or you if you're not walking fast enough.
Yeah, John. Yeah, the corrective message on the end of the stick might actually do it. I'm wondering how that was standing actually in a court of law. Your Honour, I did not assault him with a stick. I was using corrective measures.
Yep, a twat stick.
I was using a twat stick, an ancient medieval twat stick to convert his thinking.
We did have a little thing that we used to do when we were in the bike club. If you had a really, really bad driver, we would carry a stick-on cock. And what you'd do, you slam it onto the roof of their car. So they'd be driving around with a rubber cock on there. Yes.
It was a male member with a suction cup on it. You used to be able to buy these dirt cheap, about that big.
We used to get
buy dirt cheap from
Amazon
and that.
And
we used to keep those in our cuts. You just as you went past the car and try.
AliExpress and that, we used to get them, and with really gaudy colours as well.
Yeah.
We also used to award them to people in the club who did really stupid things.
Yeah, the big knob of the week.
Yeah.
Just stick up their helmet and make them ride with it on their helmet for a ride out, whatever.
Exactly. That's how you make a car into a unicorn.
Exactly.
I'll tell you what, those sticks, there is not a phallic thing big enough to stick on the new Capri. I'm sorry, but that is a no-no. That really has crumbled my cookie. That
Caroline has Ford. You have upset my wife. She has fond memories of her father's Ford Capri. How
And that
dare you?
monstrosity is never a Capri.
I've had this all week. I daren't mention Ford cars. I've actually got a hit twice. You may see.
Kiwi, they're awful.
No, Willow. She said the word Capri. He's gone. It's done about it.
The only thing that's on there is Capri badge, and even that's not right. Yeah, glue it on so you couldn't take it off.
Oh, poor Carrots. You were so...
I'm mortified. I just got over the Volkswagen Beetle, just about.
I heard the screams of disgust from up here. I was doing a video, and I thought she'd injured herself. It was pained. It was pained. It was like a howl.
Well, Jason would have seen one because it's at the Goodwood Revival.
Yeah,
they've got a yellow electric one.
Sorry,
it's the same yellow as my father's one.
That hurts even more, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Some designer in Ford needs to be taken out.
Yeah, taken out to lined up against the wall and shot. You did something similar, didn't you, to your neighbour's Granada? When you were a kid. Sticks, you heard this one.
I was a little kid. I couldn't be much more than about 7 or 8. And our next door neighbour he saved his money, bless him, and bought a brand new Mark II Ford Granada in white. Okay. Now, at the time on the TV, you had the Sweeney. And being the sort of kid I was, I went outside and I see this gleaming, immaculate white Ford Granada Mark II. And in my head, Tim, was the picture that I'd seen on the Sweeney of a Mark II Granada in white with the red stripe running all the way around it. Some of you of a certain age will remember these. So I thought I could make that better for the neighbour. So I went into my father's workshop, and in there he had 2 pots of engineer's dye. Okay, one in blue,
pink,
one in red.
Sam.
And I went back with a brush and painted red engineer's dye in a stripe all the way round the car. Across all the paintwork all the way round. Nobody realised to the following day, because it was late in the day, when the neighbour got up and come out and found this very poorly painted red line around the car, which I thought looked awesome. My arse did not touch the ground for days. It actually led to my father having to respray the car for the guy. That was the only way around it. We could not get this stuff, or he could not get this stuff off. He had to literally repaint the car at his cost himself. Which, lucky enough, my father, being a very, very good mechanic, very, very skilled bodywork technician, and that was able to do. But made me very unpopular.
He's not noticed work, Benny. I think you got it with Kitten and me. And Kitten as well. That's 5.
Regan and Carter. Yeah.
But what we didn't know, that Mick used to do bang racing, and he used to use household paint and paint his cars for him. Now, I like to draw. So we used to have it with like Winnie the Pooh and things like Pooh Cares and Tigger You Mind on the number plates.
We used to entertain the kids, didn't we?
Yeah. Disney.
Yeah, used to go Disney theme. We used to do all sorts. We had a hedgehog that used to be bolted to the roof.
Yeah, Flat Stanley.
Flat Stanley, that all the kids used to get behind Flat Stanley, didn't they?
Used to bolt the hedgehog to the roof, and he used to, he put a hole in the corner of its mouth, and he put a cigarette in it. And that's when you know he had a good race, if the cigarette was still in its mouth at the end of the race.
Yeah, if the cigarette was still in his mouth at the end of the race, I'd had a good race. If the cigarette was missing, it was because I'd taken it out of the... Because you obviously weren't allowed to smoke in your race car. Okay, so you're wearing your overalls to go out there. There's no pockets. There's nowhere to put your fags. If I'm having a bad race and I end up taken out and I end up sat in the middle of the track, then that roll up that I put into the flat Stanley's mouth and already lit,
especially
I
when
could
you
take out and just sit there and finish smoking it and moan.
You lost control and flew over the entrance to the pits.
Yeah.
And just threw the
that's
steering wheel down.
Yeah, I had numerous fun times with that. Very, very good fun. Very good fun.
So, you don't know it now, but they've all volunteered you to do the bench. Benny put up there, anyone want to, you got about 5 people say me, and they did. So you got to do a bench.
I've got to do a bench, have I? Let me get this right. So I've got to do
that
a
face,
bench.
I'll tell you what, if you want to see a face, I've got this photograph, Chris. We were down in Cornwall on holiday on a steam rally, and Jason bought him against us pasty. And as you know, that's not a pasty. It's nowhere near a pasty. And I got a picture of him holding this pasty with a face like thunder. And then his cousin came, who's part of the organisation for the St Morgan steam rally. And he goes, I hear someone here has got against us pasty. I'm going to have to throw you off the site because not even the seagulls like them.
So I've got to make a bench.
It's payback time, he says.
Thanks,
what are you going to do to me then, Benny?
I was celebrating 1,500 subscribers tonight. I was on a high. Okay,
You've got to do it by the end of the month.
All right, so I'll make a bench by the end of the month. A bench by the end of the month. Okay.
Not just any bench.
Oh, no. You didn't say it was a specific bench. You just said make a bench by the end of the month.
Do you notice they're pulling the finish line further and further away?
Is being moved. Yeah. It's like that old lesson, isn't it? Throw the hand grenade 5 yards. No, throw it 20 yards. No, throw it 50 yards.
He was on such a high earlier on. Now you just like, He's nearly as bad as the bow drill face.
That's all right. That's all right. Go on.
No, you can't beat a proper Oggy. End of the month.
End of the month.
Yeah.
14th now. Okay. We'll do it. Just remember this, Chris. You've got to sleep when you get here.
It's not that it's Benny as well.
Benny, just remember. Okay. Well,
and your friends.
Right,
not feeling the love tonight.
Does anybody know where Doncaster is? That's a quick question for you. Any of you guys up north in the UK? Anybody near Doncaster? Could anybody Could anybody get to Doncaster for a weekend? Is that an approachable?
I can see you personally. Personally, posting. Yeah, his gift. If you open the door, Benny, and it's him in the doorway with a whistle for.
I'm game. I'll give it a go. You're in, Donny.
Oh,
excellent.
I'll go. The Price is Right.
Right, because I found a place online, Candy Corner Bushcraft. Okay, I know it sounds a bit intimidating, that Candy Corner Bushcraft, but I was having a look into their site, and they charge £10 a night, and they allow you to come in, wild camp, do your bushcrafting thing. In fact, they encourage you to do your bushcrafting thing in there. And I was actually looking at it and saying to Chris, that might actually be worth me.
It's further up north, isn't
it? Might even be worth me picking up Chris, travelling up there to do a weekender. If that gets us nearer to other people, I'll bring Mac along, pick Chris up on the way through, up to Doncaster, and Yeah, meet up at that
Cujo,
site.
you can meet up there as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's they charge £10 a night. So it'd be a case of we'd have to sort of yeah, all try and book for the same weekend, I suppose. But yeah, that might be worth a thought for the future. I'm not setting it in stone as yet, but yeah, if enough people are interested.
Oh, if I could be a fly on the wall on that camp.
Well, that's it. It's not everybody can get all the way down here for a camp, but it'd be nice to, if need be. It's the old thing: if you don't take the mountain, bring the mountain.
Yeah, that's it. I mean, you can't
don't bring the
travel
mountain.
here.
Go to the mountain. That's it.
You can,
yeah.
Yeah, Candy Corner.
Yeah, Candy Corner. Yeah. It's yeah, it looked like a
also gives you a chance to see
nice,
other areas.
They've got a fishery there as well, and it seems to me that the guy's got the fishery. It's into bushcraft and has realised there's scope there to actually have a little wild camping site where people can come and practice their bushcraft, and it might be worth.
Oh, you little stirrer.
Yeah. Okay, Benny. Yeah. I'll do it. Don't you worry. I'm an ex-Royal Engineer here. I'm a sapper. You set me a task. I'll complete it. Remember, we used to bring down castle walls once upon a time, and people would have looked at them and gone, no way.
And he was Amphi.
Yeah. It was, you've only got to hear the Royal Engineers song to realise we've done a lot, including Napoleon's Misses. So, you'll have to look that up, drinking song of the Royal Engineers. Yeah.
2 benches. No, come on. Also, Mojo knows where it is.
Yeah.
Excellent. That'd be nice to have a meet up, wouldn't it?
Yeah, well, I'm just saying it might be more worthwhile, isn't it?
Because
especially if I have a chat to them and go, I'll tell you what, I'll advertise your channel if you're nice to us. We'll put up a video about you.
The ones down south, it's hard to get up north. The ones up north, it's hard to come down south. So if you sort of meet in middle,
once a wedge, always a wedge.
PTSD.
I just love that the friction bench. Yeah, absolutely spot on.
What are you going to say hello to people today?
The friction bench. Yeah, I wonder if I can combine the two. We'll make it into a multi-tool. Part bench, part bonfire.
Yeah, that's a bench. 1 minute's a bench, then it's an.
How are we doing with the soccer anyhow? Anybody giving us an update?
I think it's 1-1.
1-1. How long left to go?
Oh yeah, you've got your camping pillar now, haven't you, Benny?
Ooh, cool.
I bet your daughter's sweets haven't lasted. A little sweet sushi and a little lollies.
Oh.
I got one of those pillows as well because is it Kitten Killer kindly give us 2.
Yeah.
So I swiped one of them.
Yeah, Cav swiped one. Yes, I did notice you saying it on yours, Benny, but I thought, yeah, friction bench. Yeah.
Yeah, I say the bow drill never gonna happen again.
Yeah. No, I might actually reapproach the bow drill because I've got it's all everybody's fault. I've actually got somebody who's asked me to demonstrate the bow drill for a course.
Oh dear.
Yeah, so yeah, they said primitive fire, and I went flint and steel, and they went, yeah, could you do some like rubbing sticks together? I always love it when they just nonchalantly say, "This, rubbing sticks together." It's not quite that simple.
breeding them. Kittens, he's still got two more.
He's farming them.
Yeah, that's what
he's got a paddock out back, and there's lots of little blue
he's
pillows out there
them,
breeding. Yeah.
Or he's waiting for them to come, like the toilet roll, great loo roll fest that we had during the COVID. Oh,
no,
dear.
I'll get another one, mate. I think we pretty much wore that one down to its nub. I think that's the correct term. Nub. It's oh, don't feel bad, mate. Don't feel bad. Right, what you don't realise, I've attempted to do it once on video, and I've attempted to do it about 6 times off of video, because I get bugged by things like that, and I'm like, no, I'll do it.
Believe it or not, he will get up at 5 o'clock in the morning because something is niggling his brain.
Yeah, I've actually. Do you know what? There is a better method. It's called a stump. It's called a log. It's called pretty much anything other than making that bloody bench is easier to sit on. You spend so much energy. I just don't get wrong for bushcraft, for something to do because you're bored out of your absolute
Chris,
sweet.
if you get that bow drill set, he will have PTSD, and I have to deal with this. I was going to ask you, Kitten, how was your time on Juno and all that?
Yeah.
Travelling that you did.
Steve was nominated as well.
You hate to think.
I'll do it.
Go on, Owen. You do it.
I'm going to do it. I'm actually going to put my sapper's head on. Actually think about it from a practical moment, a practical ability. It will be on exactly the same principles, but I'm going to apply a bit of sense to it.
We enjoyed it when we went to Gold Beach, and
we did the whole lot. We
did Pegasus Bridge, and it was really enjoyable.
Juno, sword, and
yeah.
I
was using sellotape.
If it works, mate, it works. Do you know, the difficulty.
You might have sussed that, Owen. That might be the thing.
The difficulty in making that bench is not the actual carving and sorting the wood. It's actually getting things to stay in place until you can get the pressure on it. That's the difficulty. That's the bit that hurts. It's being able to get those legs splayed so they create the pressure to lock everything in place. And that is an absolute bloody nightmare, because you'll pick one piece of wood up, you go to the next piece of wood. I mean, I nearly fell off my chair and wet myself watching Benny holding a piece of wood with his head whilst trying to, because I've done it, because I've tried exactly the same method. I tried the holding one between my legs whilst balancing the other one, whilst using the other arm to try and stop. No.
Oh, it's just said that Benny's a master of disaster. We're coming home empty-handed, like that, CJ.
Yeah. 2-1 Spain.
Can you imagine it now? There'd be so many people around the country, around the world, throwing things at the TV screen.
Is that it? That's the final score, is it? 2-1 Spain.
Oh, dear.
Or is that just as we are at the moment? Oh, dear.
87.
87 minutes played. Okay,
4 minutes left. Oh, dear.
5 minutes, right. Okay, and then it'll go to penalties, because they're going to get another one, aren't they? Let's go to penalties.
See, we'd have to watch it. We just got you lot.
And everybody's going to sit there going, it's going to be on the penalties, it's going to be on the penalties. And there's just one guy that's going to, I really feel sorry for. I've always felt sorry for that one guy.
really sweet, Benny, that your little girl takes a bear to bed. That's so sweet.
Yeah. Always feel for that one guy that's up, because I was usually that guy in the school soccer team. Picked for soccer, and then it will come down to you because nobody else had the balls to take that final penalty, and you completely screw it up. And then everybody blames you. And you're
I used to
like,
play hockey.
but I can't play anyhow.
I used to play hockey. And one of the girls actually said that I was a snob.
Caroline ruined me today. No, yesterday, wasn't it? See, the school I went to was segregated. Okay, and I mean, as in we had a girls' school and a boys' school, and it was split down the middle, big fence. Okay, we never got to see the girls do PE when I was a teenager. No, didn't happen. No, we won't have none of that. Oh no. And then she tells me, "Oh,
At our school."
Hang on. And then she tells me at her school she wore a miniskirt.
Yeah, we used to have to wear burgundy miniskirts with little burgundy sports knickers.
And I saw Kaz. I've seen pictures of Kaz when she left school.
There was a lot less of me then.
Missus, I would have chewed my way through that fence. I'd have been across there
especially playing netball, love.
I'd have been across there like an angry badger on me. I tell you now, you wouldn't have kept me out. But yeah. Yeah, youth, eh?
Now you won't get away with it. You, like I said, in your school, they were all shorts. No, we had to wear miniskirts.
Yeah, miniskirts.
And about that much material.
Well, it covered your bum.
No, it didn't. That's why to wear sports sneakers.
Well, why did I have to go to that school? Well, could you send me to Cranley?
Well, my mermaid gin's gone down
1/3
to there.
Yeah, my mead
and
is now
I
empty.
feel a bit squiffy.
So I'm back on the cider next week. Definitely back on the cider next week because we're out of mead. Kaz is done on that.
Oh, we have to have a little drinky, but
two nearly. Oh. Right, well, I'm going to hang on to the end of the match, I think.
Yeah.
Because it's not far off, and I would like. I can't think of a better group of people to be with at the end of this game than you guys. Okay. I wish we were all in the woods together right now, listening to it on the radio with the fire going and some meat on the fire and some alcohol and we'd be having a laugh. 4 minutes injury time.
You better take some wood with you to mend that chair.
Yeah, I've got to fix that chair, all right.
Yes, you do.
Yeah. Or I can put a bucket underneath it. Hey, God, yeah, that's the thing, guys. Let's remember this. At the end of the day, in every game, there's a winner and a loser.
Yeah.
Right? It's
not about the winning; it's about taking part. They say.
I'm always positive for those guys that play the game properly, that play the game with honour and respect, whether they win or lose.
My favourite cordial at the moment, Chris, is this Robinson's. It's lime and mint, and that chilled with that gin. Oh my God, it's so nice. Oh, cordial. Blackcurrant one?
Oh, yeah, blackcurrant.
Blackcurrant?
Kaz likes blackcurrant.
Summer fruits?
Just outside Brighton, wasn't it?
Yeah, summer fruits.
I'm sorry. If I offended anybody with that, I apologise. That was a wrong remark by me. And I straight away will say, I'm sorry for that. I just don't wish to apologise.
That's the thing. That's right, though, Benny.
That slipped out.
People on football, they turn into a different animal. They really do. He was just saying Nikki's turned it. She thought it was
Katrina.
Nah. No, I don't like football either.
I'm not a footbal fan. Okay?
I like the oval ball myself.
Yeah, rugby. But at the end of the day,
Peach,
sport is sport, and it doesn't matter what sport it is. These guys work hard to get where they are. Okay.
Remember, Benny, if she loses, you better hide somewhere.
Let me say this much for that fat knacker that lives on the estate here that's going to be wandering around for days telling me how, they all want a bloody shot. They let us down. Yeah, let's see you do better.
Yeah.
Let's see you get off your arse and do better. And that is my comment to
It's
anybody
amazing the people that suddenly become
they'll come out experts. Yeah,
but
and you
they
look at
never-
them and you go,
Yeah,
mate, you couldn't run to the end of your garden, let alone full length of a bloody pitch.
You can no longer put your shoes on, let alone kick a football.
But at the end of the day, it's not my
I'll sit at the bottom of the garden with you. Yeah, I'll keep you safe, Benny.
But I respect those guys for doing it.
Yeah, it's quite strong actually. It's a Robinson's one. It's it's really nice. It's we get it from Morrison's.
No, I haven't seen the score UK against the All Blacks because I know what it'll be. I know we're going to lose.
I say, that lime and mint is really. It says sip and unwind.
Okay, so we lost. I can tell that because Katrina's laughing.
It's Cassap. Yee!
Spain win. Yeah.
Chris is making Cassap.
21-17. Ain't bad. And again, I don't watch sports for winners and losers. Do you know what? I watch sports for how it's played. I have been known to start cheering the opposition. I've many times I've started cheering the opposition on because they've played a fucking good game.
Some of the underdogs really do give it some. Yeah.
I'm into seeing how something's played. If I see it played with heart, it's like music. Okay, I've got a very eclectic musical taste.
We get it from Morrison's.
If I go to a pub and there's a band there, they can play any type of music in the world. They even do rap. If they put their heart into it, they make the effort, and they entertain me, then I'll take that. I'll enjoy it because I think anybody putting any effort into anything, again, same with the channels, YouTube channels. Anybody that puts real, genuine effort and work into their channel, I'll support. Right, I'll watch it because I'll find it entertaining because I can see the effort the person's going to make something that's entertaining, fun, pleasurable, enjoyable, educational, whatever they're doing. If they put that effort and joy into it, yeah, I'm behind it 100%. Spain win, well.
I love the underdogs sometimes.
Congratulations, Spain, but I will say well done, England, for getting that far. Okay, got further than how many other teams?
Yeah.
Well done. Okay, congratulations for getting that far. Yeah. And as Lee Mark said there, another disappointment, but well deserved for Spain. As long as they played a good, clean game, they played their hearts out.
We got further than some others have, so
yeah.
You
know. And that's what it's about, isn't it? It's a game at the end of the day. It is a game. It's a sport.
Well, anything, it depends. It can go down to how people are feeling.
We could go down the Roman route. A couple of snipers on towers. Put spikes on the ball.
Yeah. Cannon blast them.
Yeah, I tried that. I tried posting a few bike videos when I was with the club, but the politics got a bit bloody awkward there, which sort of ruined it for me. It's another reason I come away from the clubs, mate, is and no disrespect to any of the big clubs. It just got too political for me, mate. I stopped enjoying it. When you started having to look over your shoulder, it was too much. You started worrying about where you were going and who you were partying with, then, that got so much. The thing
is, Kitten, because Mick is my full-time carer, he's here doing the cooking and things like that and looking after me. And this was able to give you a little bit of escapism, wasn't it?
Yeah, that's what I used it for. I needed something of my own, a little bit. Right, so my life, all my life, I've been an outdoor worker, whether it be in the military, whether it be in forestry, whether it be as a wildlife warden and ranger. Okay, so people always say to me, where did you get all this knowledge from? Okay, grew up on a dairy farm. Okay, in a rural environment, military, rural side of things. As my civilian trade within the military, rural side of things, training outdoors, always worked in forestry, become a tree surgeon,
I
tree
remember
climber.
the date with
Okay,
Katrina.
wildlife warden and ranger. Okay, it's always been outdoors, always outdoor based. That's where I was happy. Even in the specialist security field, those that know me from those days, guys like Mac and that, know that when they were looking for somebody to go off into a wild environment and do a job, it was me. Okay, whether it be Mickey, go walk across the desert, Mickey, go climb into the forest, Mickey, can you go up into the hills? It was me because that's my natural environment. So I'm happiest outdoors. So when I gave up or had to give up work to look after cats, now I say that I've said that wrong. I didn't have to give up work to look after cats. Something happened at work which meant I had to take a year out to recover from an injury, and in that time, I realised that I was far better off helping Kaz day by day than I was going back to what I couldn't go back to what I was doing. They deemed me too unfit for doing it. And so I care for my wife rather than pay somebody else to come in and do it. I do it, and I love doing it. We spend more time together now than we ever have done in our lives, haven't we?
Yeah.
And it's given me back all those weeks, months, weekends, time away from my family. I've got back now. I'm actually getting that now, but I still need that bit of me, and I've got something to share with the world. I've got some experience. I've got some skills. There's a far more to me than I can really show on YouTube. If I lived in the States, guarantee you, we would be doing some shooting videos. We would be doing some hunting videos. We would be doing all that sort of thing as well, because they've always been passions and loves of mine. But we're in the UK; it's not acceptable. So therefore, that side of me I keep fairly private, so I don't upset or create myself problems.
Yeah, we're like you, kitten. We can't. We've got a little garden space. It's not very big, but we like to sit out there, and it's outdoors.
Yeah,
you know.
Michael. Yeah, yeah, and so
But it's like me.
Yeah.
The fact that being a disabled person, by watching all your channels, I'm on that journey with you. I can't necessarily do it myself.
Yeah.
Because it's not easy. I can't do the climbing anymore. I can't do getting up onto the walls and things like that like I used to.
So for those of you that don't know, I might overstep the mark a little bit here. So if you see me get a clip around here, roll, by all means, don't. It's one of those things, I deserve it. So Kaz here, she used to go do a lot with me. She used to do a lot of hill walking, climbing, long distance walking, camping, and that.
Yeah.
She had a great love of outdoors, as much of a passion for it as I have. However, after an accident many years back, she's developed a chronic arthritis, which has hit her in all her joints. So she's unable to use her hands, can't grip. She lost her dexterity. She has difficulty with sensation and feeling in her fingers.
Can't stand for real long.
Her hips, knees, ankles have all crumbled. So just standing for a minute or so causes her an intense physical pain. Nights, she doesn't sleep very well. She's in pain all night long. So, as a carer, I'm here to assist her with everything from cooking, cleaning, sometimes getting dressed, helping her look after her hair and things like that. It's what I do, but I do it because I love her, and I would do it forever. Simple as that.
It's like Owen. I put things on your channel because it and everyone else. I'm joining you on that journey.
Yeah.
You go to places that I could not go.
Yeah.
And to be able to share that with me is very important. And
it's special, isn't it?
Yeah. And just keep in mind that there are people out there that cannot do the things you do, and they're able to join you, and you're taken to places they could never go.
Thank you, Ken Killer. Yeah. I'm not a good man. I've been an arse most of my life. You ask anybody that's been on the wrong side of me.
Yes, there's definitely more places on the August camp. So
yes,
if you just get hold of us.
Yeah, you want to come down, mate? You're more welcome.
Email.
Yeah, more than welcome. Just send us an email. Where's my bit of paper? I'll drop you a bit of paper.
He's lost his paper.
Do excuse me, because the alcohol's gone to my head. There we go.
Oh no. It's Hampshire Outdoors @mail.com. If you'd like to email me, and I should put you on the list.
Yeah, put you on the list. You'll be more than welcome, and it's just a good fun weekend. And again, as Kaz said, the journeys that we all take, the things that we all do, right? Whether it be showing somebody how to light fire this week. Okay, so I've got to go away in a week or two's time. I've got to go and help my mum. I'm not going to be able to do a video that week. So my mate Tommy, which you're going to love this, guys. My mate Tommy came and joined me up the woods this Friday, and we did a video for that week that I'm going to put up. So it won't be this week; it'll be the week after. Now, Tommy is no longer in a field where he has to be. How can I put this? OPSEC. Yeah. So up to this point, he's had to stay off camera because of what he did for a living, where he was, who he was with, and his role. Okay. He's no longer in that position. So you've actually got him on, but you'll actually get to see the face. Okay. Now, one of the things he was chatting to me about, and he said, do you know what? Firelighting. So he said, the military stuff, yeah, do my military stuff, carrying my lighter, carrying my fuel system. I've got the potassium permanganate and chemical fire and all that. I know all that. He said, ferro rods and all that. He said, we don't do it. We don't use it. I was like, right, fine. So we've done flint and steel. Got him making a flint and steel fire, and we got him doing a ferro fire, which he thoroughly enjoyed. Then we made a brew in the woods. So that'll be the video that's up in 2 weeks' time. And again, he's a guy that's got a really high skill set. Okay, I would quite happily follow him into a lot of different environments all over the world. But share with him.
Benny said you put on a posh voice in your half cut.
Oh, Benny.
It's proper weird how you turn a little posh.
I tell you what, Benny, it's a weird
So, Kitten said it's not Mick, it's Michael now, Benny.
So what you got to remember. So I come from quite a rural family. A lot of us in the West Country and all the rest of it. So a lot of my talk might be a bit like that.
He does that. When he goes to Cornwall, once he's over that Kernell border, yeah.
I can slip into that. But I had, in Surrey, beaten into me as a young kid to talk properly. You have to talk and pronunciate correctly. If you don't, we'll cane you. Okay? But then when I joined the army and my military work, I met people from all over. And I suddenly realised that I do it, I slip into accents when I'm talking to people. If I'm talking to Scottish people, right, and I know it's not a disrespectful thing, it's just an habit. I just get used to hearing how they're talking. I mean, my mate Bill, I worked with for 8 or 9 years, Scottish, right? So I found myself, I come home, hi Caroline, I may have one of them.
Yeah,
because I just picked it up from him. Now, when I'm slightly inebriated, maybe, or slightly tired, then I tend to slip into what was beaten into me as a kid, which is talking in a correct Surrey accent. I often, as Styx knows, I slip into what I call the brigadier. Right, especially when I'm very tired. I start to, I say, chat to I'm just going to have a little snifter and chat to the Memsarb, you know. Yeah. But it's just because I grew up with Monty Python, I grew up with Spike Milligan, I grew up with It Ain't Half Hot Mum, I grew up all these things, which I've always enjoyed. And I love that whole, you know, what you expect from an accent. Northern accents, oh, mate, I
can talk quite posh. So the thing is, when I really lose my, And I start going into it. The shock on people's faces.
Right, so
Yeah.
when I met Caroline, we were 19. I lived in a village called Merrow, which
That's
is
40 years now. Oh my God.
12 miles from her village. Her village was on the Surrey-Sussex border.
Because we had Porsche and Cranley in there.
A place called Cranley, pronounced Cranley, right? And I met this wonderful girl there. Mate Martin from MOD Tech and that. He was around then. We used to all hang together. And I'd had my eye on this girl for about 6 months. Today, I'd probably get done for stalking. We used to go over there to drink. It was 12 miles. It was a nice little village. It was out of the way. It had a good little pub. So we used to travel over there quite regularly as a little bike club and have a session over there on a Saturday or a Sunday. And I spotted this girl that I really liked the look of. But everybody would say to me, no. She's in the size of her boyfriend. And, even us and locals, she's seen anybody. Yeah, she's in the size of her boyfriend. And he was a big strapping lad. And I was like, no, all right. No, I'm not going to, you don't split people up and that. But I hung it out. And I kept saying to mates, I go, where are we going for a drink tonight? Into Guildford Town? Or let's go to Cranley. Just so I could get a glimpse. Just so I could see her. And then it got to a New Year's Eve. And we'd gone over there for a New Year's Eve because we knew this pub they were doing a chicken in a basket. Chicken in a basket and a pint for a £5. Right? Things that you go to a party for. So you get chicken in a basket and a pint for a £5. And yeah, we were over there for the evening. And by the time it got to midnight, I was annihilated. Okay. I was steaming. And you walked into the pub at what time?
1 o'clock, because I've been to a really crap New Year's Eve party.
She walked into the pub at 1 o'clock, and the pub is almost empty. But I'm leaning on the bar stool like that, stripped to the waist, Lord of all I survey in my mind. And she walked in, and my fuzzled brain just went, it's her. And she's not with a bloke. And she's with her friend. Ask her. And so I was over and I went, and this is exact words because we do this every year at the same time. Yeah. That's why I don't go out New Year's Eve. I leant over and I went, have you got a boyfriend?
I said, no.
She went, no. And I went, well, you have now. Managed to give her my phone number and just went, phone me in the morning. And
my friends dragged me
home. Dragged away. And at lunchtime the following day, the phone went. I can remember I was laying on the sofa and it was like one of those. Phone went. Picked up the phone. Hello. And this beautiful voice went, hello. I met you last night. I don't know if you're being serious or not, but you said, did I have a boyfriend? And my brain just went. That was it. Well, at the time, I had no transport. I was like, yeah, I'll meet you tonight, 7 o'clock at the pub. Put the phone down. Pick the phone up. Phone my mate. That was another Martin. Phoned him up. Went, you doing anything tonight? He went, no. So I need a lift to the Cranley Hotel tonight. Desperate. Need a lift. Met a girl. He was like, yeah, cool, mate. I'll run you over there. So I went over on the back of his bike and 40 years later,
you took it for a ride on the back of his bike.
That night, I was like, come on.
You pulled wheelies up the Cranley High Street.
I was so happy. Got her on the back of the bike. And she was like, yeah, just go steady. Down Cranley High Street, come back up on Cranley High Street on the back wheel. As you show off as you do when you're young and full of testosterone and stupidity. But yeah, 40 years later, still together. Yeah. And I love her as much today as that night I met her leaning on that bar.
37th wedding anniversary next month.
And that's why I don't go out New Year's Eve, because every New Year's Eve, right?
You asked me out.
21 in the morning. 21 in the morning. I turned to Caroline and I asked her every year, have you still got a boyfriend? Or have you got a boyfriend? And she says no. And I said, well, you have now. And we repeat that every single year and have done every year of our life.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we have made it. I mean, a lot of our friends.
Oh yeah.
Nah.
Look, that's
Yeah.
your poor woman. She's stuck with me. Yeah.
Yes, definitely. I do like a wheelie. Apart from the, not the wheelies they do nowadays. Really.
Yeah. Wheelies and burnouts. If you can't wheelie and burn out, you're going to be single forever. And if you can do a rolling burnout,
I do use in the pictures, but we used to have a trike, and it was a 2.6, 2.3 V6 full Capri engine that was put into a VW
boom chopper.
And that used to wheelie. Now, he didn't wheelie with me on it, but he wheelied with Jason on the back of it.
One night when I got Jason here, ask him what it's like to go on a funeral run with me when you're on the back of a trike, when you've got a broken shoulder. He had a broken shoulder, and we were out with a rather large motorcycle club at the time, quite a big, so I'll just say a big club,
Well,
a big, well-known club.
Yeah.
And we were on the funeral run for one of their members. And I turned around to one of the officers and I said,
"Maggot! Oh, I love the maggots."
I said to one of the officers, I said, "Look, I'm on the trike. Do you want me at the back of the pack?" And he just looked at me, grinned, and went, "If you can keep up, mate, you ride where you want." Well, don't tell me shit like that. We went through Reading Town Centre, and I'm following a line of bikes that are weaving the traffic, and I'm on a trike, and I'm just like, "Yeah, I'm coming, boys. I'm coming through."
I love the CX. Well, we had the VT, which was the one that came later on for the CX.
I built a VT 500 chop at one point, didn't I?
Yeah.
Built that in the living room. Yeah.
But yeah, we didn't go for the 2.8. It was supposed to be a 1300.
Yeah. It was originally
VW engine supposed to be in it.
Beetle engine originally, and we got the right. So the guy that built it, anybody that knows anything about V6s, and this goes back to my racing days. So the 2.8 is a lazy engine. It's overboard, and it's designed to basically be more of a cruiser. But if you want something to sprint, basically harsher acceleration up to 90 mile an hour, 100 mile an hour, you really want the 2.3. The 2.3 has just got that little bit more punch to it. And that mated into the trike. Bear in mind that then ran through a 1300 Volkswagen gearbox, 4-speed box. The torque on that thing was just, I mean, top end was only about.
I had ceramic pipes that went to the engine.
But the torque was just through the roof. I mean, to pull up, you didn't use first gear. You 2 up, second gear, pull away, and that was it. But you'd wheelie. You could get it into fourth, which was top gear, 45, 50 mile an hour, right? Slip the clutch and dump the throttle, and it would lift the wheel at 50 mile an hour.
And it was gold as well. And it was like a fluorescent gold, so it changed colour.
Yeah.
And it had so many lights on the front and so many lights on the back. And yeah, I felt like the Queen sitting on the back of that. Yeah, I loved it.
She looked good. But again, you do these things and they become memories. Same thing with your channel. Same thing with every adventure you have. They go into a memory file. Those memories you'll look back on all your life.
I remember
and smile.
being on the back of. We had a Katana.
Oh, we had the first Katana in Guildford, didn't we?
Yeah, and we went to the local market on a Sunday, and I come back and I was carrying, because they were doing these Pampers, the ones that have the slight mishap when they're printing. So this big pack of 50 Pampers, because of course Chris was a tiny baby then, and we're going along. We got to Aldershot, and we got stopped. And he said to the squaddies that stopped us, he said, we can't turn it off because your bump start it. But they made us turn it off. So I had to get off, I had a bump start it, and then get back on with these nappies in between us.
Yeah, we've had some adventures over the years, haven't we? Great fun.
So I'm not your typical girly. I am a petrol head.
Yeah. She is a petrol.
Yeah.
She,
I do
she-
love my classic cars. I love my classic bikes. Yeah.
Yeah.
Tractors, lorries. Yeah.
Well, when we
Keep your
met,
pink stuff.
when we met at 19, we were both wearing leather jackets, cuts. You know, we both. I knew straight away. There was this super hot chick used to come in the pub, and she'd be wearing this jacket and this cut, and she had it all. Right. Right. And I tell you how much I liked her. And I mentioned this to somebody the other day because we listened to a lad. It was a lad that was serving us. He went, "I don't know if I can walk up the bus station and meet this chick."
Oh God, yeah.
And I looked at him. I said, "You've got to be joking, son." I
Yeah.
used to walk 12 miles from home to
Yeah.
Cranley, stay with Kaz till 9, well, to about 10:30,
You've only
11
got-
o'clock, and then walk home, wouldn't it?
Because I've got one on the internet that wants me to go and visit her for Leicester. It's all right, I'll stay. You give yourself some high standards there, lad.
Don't get me wrong. I was fit as a butcher's dog then. I mean, I used to walk the 12 miles home, and we were looking at two and a half
Nightly, you
hours
take it
walk
easy.
home, cross country.
It's only love.
Leave home, leave Kaz at 10:30, 11 o'clock. Be home by 1:30. Get my head down, get up, do a full day's work. Get to 6 o'clock in the evening, walk over to see her again, and it was worth it. Anyhow, saying that, it's 2:25, 2 hours 25 minutes on this one tonight. So we've gone on a bit later than normal. Yeah.
Well, thanks for
Everybody,
staying with us.
thank you for
boys and
joining
girls.
us tonight on the 1,500 subscriber special. We'll call it special. A big giveaway next week. Everybody have a wonderful week wherever you are. I hope everything goes well for you. The light shines upon you all day long. Remember, when you get the chance, breathe it in, breathe
I
it
shall
out,
be
and
posting
enjoy it.
the whistles off to you winners.
So, my love to New Zealand, my love to America. Guys, if you get the chance, dive in there and see Outpost Charlie. Yeah. He's new to us. Show him some love and support. Yeah, he'd appreciate it. Great channel. Nice guy. He's got some great videos up there. Sticks. Yeah. Yeah. And again, guys, Sticks, show him some support. He's having a bit of a low moment. He won't mind me saying that.
It
Give him
Sticks
some love.
Outdoors.
Yeah.
Life's a Hobby. Benny Bushcraft. Kiwi Outdoors Apprentice. Roaming Ray. Stealth Car Camper. Elusive Dartmoor. Observation Post Charlie. Outdoor Alley. Virginia Bushcrafter. Urban Escapes. Hang Tough. Junkyard Fox. And Hardware Alaska.
Yeah. To all you guys, much love. Thank you very much. Guys, this has been Mickey and Urban Escapes
And
and
Kaz.
Outdoors and Survival. Wish you all the best of the week.
And the Elusive Willow, which is actually down under my feet.
Stop waving them about. She did that to me when we were 19. Chasing them ever since. Love those you do, forgive those you don't, and as always, peace and light be upon you all. Till next time,
Good night,
guys,
all.
take care. Mickey out.
Thank you.